Welcome back, beautiful beings. I just want to show you what I've been doing in our summer pocket files. Okay, I glued this one down. I just glued it here and here because this will be sewed against the edge, so we won't have to worry about it falling out. Okay, one we made in a previous video, but I did go around it with the sewing machine. I couldn't resist. And then this one you've seen in a previous video. This one I just glued from here to there. Okay, there's still lots of work to do on these. Like, I need to figure out what I'm gonna put on the back of this and then do another stencil like I did here. This one, I need to figure out how to cover this up. You've seen that one, but I put our little caterpillar we made in a previous video. I think he looks really cute there for a pocket. I'll put all the links to the previous videos in the description. I have to figure out what to stencil in the background for this one. And then this one, I put this one on here that we made in a previous video. And I have to figure out what I'm going to stencil there and what I'm going to put on the other parts. But this one, I have an idea. I wanted to put this like just halfway up here to that end, but in order to do that I have to put something in the back because it's going to stick out. So I was thinking about gluing that on the back and then cutting it off and then just adding the stuff together. My mesh is stuck together. I gotta store these separate because they stick into the other mesh. And then I want to go over the back, just the back with some mesh, just so they'll have, because they'll see it on the other side, make it look nice. But that's my plan. So I'm going to start with this one. And then I kind of wanted to use this bird stencil from Dollar Tree and put some in there, but I don't know what I'm doing until I get this figured out. How I'm going to put it in there. Like I said, I want this to go this way. I think that's the end, it's even. So I just want to glue this on the back of this. I hope everyone is well and had a good weekend. My weekend was kind of quiet. I didn't do much. I was down with a terrible migraine. I get them when, you know, woman things come along. I don't get them all the time. I just get them once in a while, but that had me down. I was going to use glue. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I want to Mod Podge that down. I want sure I have the right side. So I'm just going to put some Mod Podge on this from here over this point to that point. Just to glue a piece down to hide the back. I might go a little further just in case. Why not? I got enough paper. This is one we did in the previous video. So I'm going to stick that there. Rub that. Might as well just glue the rest down. Why not? We got it there. I'm just cutting it off. Hope all is well. My one daughter called me to tell me that my other daughter was going through a very hard time. A dog, Chevy, that they've had for 9 years, has got Lyme disease. I took it to a vet, paid a bunch of money, and they wanted to put it down right there and there, saying that they can't believe the dog was still hanging in there for all that was wrong. Because it was bleeding, internal bleeding and all that, and I guess they can't treat Lyme disease in dogs, which upset, of course, the whole family. So they're dealing with that. They took the dog home for the night, and I think they're going to put it down today. I'm not sure, but I love going out to them. I called her and talked to her. And they were like spoiling Chevy, of course, comforting him. And she kept saying the only thing he would eat was my meatballs that she made, because she's got the recipe, of course. But I thought that was quite funny. I said, well, they're good. That's why he has good taste. I don't know. Just, you know, all the pet lovers out there, you know, it's really not it's, I don't know, it's like losing a part of the family and a child sometimes, you know. They grow with you and experience things with you, enjoy life with you, you know. But that's what's going on in my life. Okay, we got that glued down. Now what the plan is, I want to take some of this mesh, and I'll probably go do that so we can glue it down right away. I just want to put some mesh right where that is. Let's see if I can do this. I'm just going to have a scrap no matter what I do, so I'm just going to cut it out like this. Do the shape. Cut that out. And I really just want the part that's going to be showing. So I'm going to have more scrap, but it's alright. We always seem to use up the scrap when we have this scrap, even if we don't use it up today. But I am going to put this here, and I probably will cut this off to there. And then after, I'm going to sew that on the back like that. Then I'm going to sew all the way around, and then I will be back. And I'll probably trim off what the sewing machine don't take unless I can get it down in there. Cut the sides off, get it closer. Okay. Okay, beautiful things. That's what it looks like on the back. I do need to trim off some of the mesh. Just a little bit. And that's what I look like peeking up over the other side. But before we do that, I want to glue down this part of the mesh. So I'm just going to put some glue in there and set something on that so that glues down. I probably should have used the other. That glues quicker, that's why I wanted to use that, but we're just going to put some of this down because it'll glue it down faster. It'll put gapping on me. So I'm going to set that aside to dry. That way nothing catches on it, because it's going to be an up top tuck. That way that won't be opened, you know, to catch something on it. Okay. So we'll set this aside to dry. And that was going with this. I'm not sure about the birds yet, so we'll set this aside. I have this one I want to do too. We made this in a different video. But I'm going to take this butterfly. I want to make it bigger. I want this up here so I can make a belly band. So I'm going to end up sewing those two pieces together. Okay. All right, so let's do that. Let's get the butterfly on it first. I tried to come up with a dark one because I wanted to show, because we're going to put some burlap over it, and this one shows up perfectly. So I'm just taking the glitter, art glitter, and this is a butterfly punch, so the glue don't seep through. And I think I'm going to put this way. And I did sew both the belly bands on the sides and the bottom pocket on the sides to the belly band. I lost my butterfly. I have this butterfly. It's gonna go on the top. This is gonna go here. I gotta take the wire out. This is leftover piece of scrap. Okay. It's like really needs wiped off. There we go. And what the plan is, let me get this out of the way. The plan is I'm going to take this and put it here like this. Okay. And I cut this piece of scrap or cardboard. Let's see if it lines up like I had it. Yes. See? It's just from a butter box. Okay. I'm going to do it this way so you can see the whole thing. Get this stuff out of the way. Line it up. It's going to be glued right there. It's exactly where I want it. Okay, go down there. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of this. These little Elenas. I just need a little bit because I'm going to sew it too. So it's a nice one long pocket. Make sure this is where I want it. I'm just measuring the ends. There. There. Make sure it's even. All as well before I push it down to glue. Just come up a little bit. Just a little bit. And come down a little bit. There we go. Is it straight? No. Now it is. Then after the glue dries, I'm going to sew this down here and sew it down here. I wanted to really, I don't know, this is long enough now. I'll probably do this first. I'm going to sew this down here. So that's sewed to it. So it makes one nice long pocket. So I'll sew the back first. And then I will sew probably this down. And then I'm going to put this butterfly over here. Maybe up there. But that will be a belly band, okay? It'll be a nice long belly band, but I have to wait for the glue to dry on that so it doesn't ruin my needle. And I didn't show you the inside of this, did I? I glued this pocket here. It's a double pocket that we made in a different video, and you already seen ice cream in the other video if you watched the other video. So I'm going to set this aside to dry like the other one. Then we're going to move on to this. I guess I put the Mod Podge. Nope. I'm going to do this too. This is a sun. Paper cutouts from Dollar Tree, Teaching Tree. You get 32 of them. I want this sun. Okay, because I think it goes with this in the pocket. So I want this up the top, this one down at the bottom. So I'm just going to glue this down real quick. This. There we go. I'm going to come out a little bit because I could probably go make more like another one, and then we can color it like yellow or something with paint. But these are really flimsy. I'll show you as soon as I get this glued down. 32 of them. So if you want to glue some together, you probably have to glue like a lot, probably 4 of them to get a nice thick pocket, because they're really flimsy, but they're good for embellishments and pockets if you glue them on something. See, they're really flimsy, like it's just like printer paper flimsy. So it's up to you, beautiful beings, but it'll give you a sun. And you can glue like another one on top of it, going a little bit the other way if you wanted to. But I have a different plan. I wanted to do two, but this won't fit here. To cut out the backing, but I could probably do that and then do one with a double sun if I colored this a different color. Let's do that. I think I got that good. Hopefully I have room for another one on top of it. But let's make it like a different orange. We could even go yellow. That's what I planned on doing this one. So let's do, I don't know, maybe an orange on this one. Let's try that, see how that goes. I'm gonna get the paint and put the Mod Podge away. Put these back. And these were paper cutouts by Teaching Tree, and you get 32 of them. Shapes of the sun. I don't have a piece of scrap paper, so I'm gonna flip this one over because I think this one's gonna show, and yeah, I'm gonna have to cut them out. But I was gonna show you an easier way to do it if you paint the back. So I'm gonna end up doing it anyway. I'm gonna get some paint colors out. I have bright yellow. I'm not really gonna do any pattern. I'm just gonna put some here and there, top of here, because I don't know how much this is gonna take or what it's gonna look like. It's starting to look like a flower. So if you want to make a flower out of it, that's an idea too. Because it would make a pretty flower. I want to do this. So it don't stick. See, it tore right there. Let's be aware of that. Still good though. I want to cut this one piece out. This one's sun out without cutting it. Here I'm just going to add another layer of paint to the back of the sun, and then when I cut it out, we'll have another zigzag for the sun. Just giving an extra layer. Alright, beautiful things. We should have just done a flower to see how that turned out. And I decided to do 3 shades of purple, dark, medium, and light. So we'll see if that turns out, beautiful beings. And then the focal point be there where you can add something. That yellow did come through a little bit. That's all right. Find your middle. These remind me of the straw flower. Texture. The straw flowers are yellow, but we got a purple straw flower, beautiful beings. I'm going to pick this up before it sticks. And then just move it over. And this needs some. You can see that yellow coming through a little bit. The paint and the other. But that thickened that up, or that can just be like a backdrop. Or you can make a pocket. Or you can just stick it back behind something, glue it down. Okay? So I'll let all this dry. And when it's dry, I'll be back. Okay, beautiful beings. Time flies way too fast. Way too fast. Okay, I got all this cut out. This is the one I glued down to a piece of cardstock scrap, and all I did was cut in, cut in, cut in, cut in, and then I cut it out. Okay, all the way around. I left one piece to show you. I cut in here on the sun, then I cut here on the sun, then I just went in and cut that, and the other side. I wish time would slow down. It seems like I don't get enough in the videos. I really don't. Because I wanted to keep going, but I just edited and I only have like 10 minutes left. Alright, this sun, I want to put this in. So I have vintage photo. I don't want to get the edge. I do want to get enough ink so it shows up. Seems like I never have enough time in the videos to do what I want to do. I wanted to keep going, but I think it was still like 20 minutes or over. And I need to slow down and not hurry so I don't make a mistake. So I already inked it down once and I smeared it because I was trying to hurry. I'm going to put it right here. And I went behind it with my hand and I ended up smearing it, so I'm not doing that again. I might just push like this because last time I went like that and I smeared it. And this stamp is from Cam and Chloe, and I got this one at Joann's. Let's see. You can hardly see it. You can see you are my sunshine, but you get the drift. And I'm going to use it. I think it's still usable. And then this one is one we didn't cut out, just like it is. And then we painted this, but I have to glue this down. And I'm using Elena's to do that. And I'm not sure. I'm going to do the middle first and then the sides. Then I have this one with the sun on it. This should turn out better. And I can even go over that one with a gel pen to make it look better. The sun stamp is from Hero Arts, and I got it at Joann's. Here we go. Just trying to smear that out so it looks like the sun going out, but there's that. Not quite in the middle, but it still looks good. Kind of hard to do. I can't put my head over it. On video, you don't want to see my head. There's those two, and now our flower. I'm going to find the middle. You can use twine, not twine, yeah, you can use twine. You can use twine, you can use burlap, just pull it apart. You can use whatever you want. I'm using thread that I had left over for my sewing. Getting all those bits. And of course, this is going to give me a hard time. I have a gem here. These are from Walmart. I got a whole sheet of them for like $1 or 50 cents. I don't remember because they were on clearance, so I don't even know if they sell them anymore. I showed them to you in a previous video. I thought the white would go with it, or a pearl, but I chose this instead. Make sure that's the middle of the flower. Get something in the middle. There we go. There's our flower. And that can just be a backdrop somewhere. You can glue it to a back of a page somewhere. Okay. I don't think it's thick enough for, because I didn't glue it to anything. It's just to See, they all look like white on the back. Okay, there's those. Now I want to finish our pocket. Pocket file. See everything. Yes. Okay. Here, this is for our pocket. Our pockets go in here. Let me tell you first. Well, let me do these first, and then I'll zoom in. This is just a piece of scrap for one of the tags I had in the pocket. Okay. So I'm just putting it on there. This is the die cut. Okay. And it's just going to go right in there. And then I have this die cut, another tag. Hopefully, no, I think the white one was going in here. That hole is really small. So I'm just going to put a piece of ribbon. This is off of something. It came with something. Always save your ribbon if somebody gives you a present, or you know, you buy something that has ribbon on it. Always save it so you can use it. I'm just going to tie straight up, I think. Just straight up in the air for this one. If you wanted to, you could put something else in it too. So you have two in there and get them through the hole. I wanted to go up in the air like that. I don't know if it's going to cooperate with me. See how tiny that hole is? It's a tiny one. It's going in there. And then we have this one. I have another piece of scrap. I cut it in half, but I have to fray this side. I had a bag of fray somewhere. I had them all organized. I put them in a bag. I had 2 bags of different colors in them, and of course I can't find a fray, and I was looking for that, so that's why I just used the white fray on the purple, because I couldn't find it. I don't even know if there was purple in the bag, but I was looking for it, trying to be all organized, and that didn't seem to work out very well because I couldn't even find it, and I thought I put it in with my daily use things. This one's going to be tough to tie because it's not very long, so I'm going to use a longer end. Wrap this in here. Alright, I'm going to pull this side a little bit. There we go. This was double-sided, I believe, unless I glued them together. Don't remember now. But you can write on the back of them. I think this one too. Yep, you write on the back of that. You can even draw lines. This one, there's a blue one. We'll put the blue sticking up. And then I wanted to glue this here, the pearls. Then I wanted to show you this. So I'm going to zoom you in on that. Okay, hopefully I don't hit that because it's long. I got 2 pieces of burlap. Just, you know, I have 2 pieces of burlap, and you just fray it, and then you get pieces like this. We're going to use that for the butterflies' antennas. Put a little bit of glue. I'm going to try not to put that much so it doesn't ooze out. Starting to rain outside, and I'm going to take the antennas, hopefully get them apart for you. Stick them there. There you go. Hopefully they're not too long. This one needs to go over. Same underneath. And we're going to put that butterfly right there. And then I got some little turquoise. That was way too much, beautiful beings. Slow down, Denise. I just wish I had more time in a video, you know? But all this detail, it just takes all the time up. It really does. Right, let's look to see if this guy's even. There we go. Okay. And then I might as well do this while I got you zoomed in. Make sure you can see. You can't. I hope you've seen that. Alright. I'm just going to take this and put some glue down here. And stick that down. Make sure it's even. Crossed. Take this and just measuring the length of that. Some glue here, and it's going to go over the top a little bit, but that's okay. I already did the bottom, which you couldn't see, with this flower. And we're going to glue that right to the bottom, as far as we can get it, so it's not going over the top can. Okay. That pretty much sums up this video because I don't have time to do anything else. I wanted to stencil that with something. Get this straight. And I'll just start where I left off right here in the next video, beautiful beings. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful everything.